Sulman Rahim here, Master of the Covenant, breaker of seven seals. Judge, this is future news, brothers and sisters. Future news. I wanted to bring up something, brothers and sisters. I don't want to philosophize about it. And there's all kinds of things you can, ways you come at this. But there's a disease amongst our people. And it's not virus, it's not bacteria, it's a mental disease. Perspective. And I'm sure some of you have noticed it yourself. And Willie Lynch talked about that effect. But I'm not saying that. Right. Well, he talked about the effect. In other words, the effect is the total dependency upon massa. Or more in general, just total dependency upon others. In other words, and that's something Elijah was trying to deal with directly. And when you think about it, you see, maybe you understand Elijah a little better. Because you probably could tell what he thought was most important by where he directed his action. Because action was do for self. Like I said, that what drove me after the party. That was it was jolted to my mind, right? I mean, it was like stamped in, right? Branded. Do for self. I mean, that was the constant refrain. And so, I'm getting a lag here. Pause. I'm gonna have to restart this over, brothers and sisters. I'm looking at myself on YouTube and it's pausing. Let's give it a minute or so, see what happens. Anyway, because I hear people talking at the gym and other places. They're talking about their sons, most of their sons. They said all I'm talking about. I said, it's not they're talking about mine. Because it's like they don't want to do anything. They want to depend on. I mean, I got some people I know. Like there was this brother from New Orleans. He was telling me that he's with this lady and she has a son in Texas somewhere, and grown man living with mama. I know a lot of situations like that. A lot of situations. Grown men, 30s and 40s, living with mama. Ain't too many live with daddy. They live with mama. They don't have a pot to piss in. Have anything. And don't know anything. They just want to lay around. But I'm saying it's not just the boys that cause me. I got family members. I got female family members that grow and don't want to do anything. Had all kinds of excuses. I would tell you, if you teach a child to make excuses, you're creating a failure. Because they can always excuse where they're failure instead of doing something about it. So is it in the water? What is it? I mean, there's some females. I got some female family members that went on welfare and didn't want to do anything and depend on the government for everything. And some of them right now, they're in nursing homes and don't have anything. And so forth, so on. Because they don't want to go out and do anything. They just want to rely on massa. And that's what Will Lynch was talking all about. Hold on, brothers and sisters, for a minute here. Give me a second here. Like they lay around, don't want to do anything. They want to learn anything. Right? I mean, I know we're all slaves. I mean, I worked. Now I don't know how to characterize this, but I don't know if that's the way Elijah Muhammad characterized it, but he said Master Muhammad, he sold, if that was a job, or maybe that was just ways to talk to people. We used to go door to door selling fabric and stuff from the Middle East. So I'm sure he didn't need a job. Right? Well, I'm sure he didn't need to go to jail either. But he did a lot of things to show Elijah Muhammad, because when he was with him in jail, he'll call for Elijah Muhammad to see, you're going to have to go through this. There's one of the things you have to go through. Right? But the point is that they don't want to do anything. They want to learn anything. They want to just lay around, especially on mama. Living with mama. Right? I'm not going to speak to us, but I'm telling you, it's like like a disease, and it seems like it's spreading, because I'm pretty sure of cases. I know a lot of cases, and inside my family also. And it's like they don't want to do anything, don't care about doing anything, and they rely on master, or not just master the family. Let the family take care of them. I never could understand that. It's not about the way you grew up, I don't think, because you could say, well, I grew up with no one. I was like an orphan. Basically, by the time I was 14, I was an orphan. Right? I was motherless at that time, by when I was 9. 14, I became fatherless too, so I had nobody. Just me and my little sister. And nobody gave a damn about me. I had to figure it out myself. But then my wife, right, she didn't grow up like that. She had family, a lot of sisters and brothers. They all worked with each other, related to each other. Parents, one of them still alive, and she parents was with her until she became an adult and everything else. And she's self-reliant. I know something happened to me, I know she could take care of herself. She never depended upon anybody. I don't want her to depend on me. I make sure I take care of her, but I don't want her to depend on me. So I don't think it's about upbringing. It has something to do with it, because, I don't know. Maybe it is, because, that's Willie Lynch's idea, was that get you to rely and have the parents reinforce that. But in that case, it didn't work that way, so I don't know. I'm not going to try to philosophize about it, but I said it's prevalent. It's prevalent. And that's got to change. Now, where those people that got that mind disease is going to wake up right when we come together, I don't know. Because they won't come to here after like that. They ain't coming here. They ain't coming with us like that. Because you have to take care of yourself. You're God now. Right? I had to speak to her, because I said, it's everywhere. I go talk to a client, and their son sitting up in there. Ain't working anything. Okay. I got family members that quite a few family members in the same category. And another thing too, I got family members that's in wheelchairs, younger than me. And that's one thing, see, when you start making those excuses, people stop listening, then you got to make the excuse stronger. Because you got to be an excuse why you're not doing anything. Oh, well, this happened, and you keep making. And so when people stop listening, then you got to be more dramatic. You got to go and have an accident. So then they really feel sorry for you. See, I can't walk. Because you want people to take care of you. You turn yourself into a parasite. If you got a family member that makes excuses, see if you can, if you care about them, if you can, put the brakes on that one, because I guarantee you, eventually, when people stop paying attention to their excuses, they're going to do something radical that's going to make people sorry for them. Oh, see, I'm blind. I'm crippled. Everybody knew you're crazy. Yeah, I got family members like that. And when they get in a wheelchair, they ain't coming up out of it. See, once they get in the plot permit, they ain't coming out of it. One of them, right? He just went in temporarily because he had surgery and everything else. He ain't never, years ago, still had it. Oh man, I tried to get out, man, I couldn't. It's just, he's much younger than me. See, because they whole rely on you taking care of them, and so when it look like you ain't doing it, they got to make it get serious. Or you got to take care. Oh man, see, I can't take care of myself, man. I got diabetes. I need what they call that kidney. What they call that when you got to go and get your whatever you call it, right? No, I can't walk. See, and I let everybody in my family know. I don't care who y'all. If you mess around and get hurt or something because of your bullshit, okay. Now if you get hurt something following what I've been telling you, I'm right. Like you 100%. But if you got to do bullshit, don't call me. I'm not buying you in a wheelchair. I'm not gonna put you in a wheelchair. I'm not gonna push the wheelchair. In fact, you been bringing a wheelchair around me. I throw the damn thing in the garbage. Hey. Because that's where it leads to. And that's a disease we picked up from over here. I said it's not a virus, it's not bacteria. I'm not going to philosophize about it because I haven't really thought it through. I have some opinions, right? But it has something to do with the information and this business environment. And those people have succumbed to it. So remember, when they put you under pressure, we've been under pressure for hard costs, but some people was crushed by that pressure. They didn't make it. They was crushed physically or mentally. Maybe that's the case, right? Because you remember, when you produce children on different levels. You might produce a child that may make it through the womb, but this world crushes them, just like a child's born stillborn. They get up to the point of being born, and then they can't break the womb. I guess that's what stillborn is. I don't know. See? But you understand what I'm saying? So is that those people that are mentally crushed? Right? The pressure's too great and mentally crushed, so because they're not going to make it. So I'm not going to philosophize, but I'm just trying to identify it. Because I'm pretty sure you know people in that category. Because I know a lot of people. I don't deal with a lot of people. I mean, I deal with clients and stuff, but I be at the gym and I hear people talking. I said, "Damn, they talking about somebody in my family." I know some people in my family is exactly like that. I said, "Damn, it's pervasive among the black community. I'm not sure about the devils, but it's pervasive." So what's causing it? I mean, we know it's society, but no. What specifically? Is it because they're mentally crushed? Because some people are mentally crushed. Because if you study Exodus, that's one of the reasons why they went to the wilderness for 40 years to sort those out. They wouldn't be able to make it. So is it mentally crushed? Right? I don't think it's drugs. That could be some of it. But it's out there. Right? And someone told me I should feel sorry for them. I don't. Let me say this. This may be a little bit too much for some of you. It says those that don't, the disbelievers. Now, I explained the mathematics of a disbeliever, right? Now, they don't have the ability to move to the next level. They love this world life. I mean, that's pretty a common denominator amongst the disbelievers. But yet still, God is really angry at them, curse them. So what does that mean? See? Because he said, wow, why don't he have pity on them? I mean, he made them. They can't help it. They love this world life. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying you got to be careful with these things because the bottom line is they just can't make it. If this world goes down, they're going to go down too. That's what it's telling you. But it's got to put in that sealed Bible language, and that's where it come across. But either way, if they can't make it and they crush and they destroy it, that's where it goes down. That's terrible, ain't it? It's terrible. It's real wicked. I mean, not wicked, but it's terrible. Right? So when you read the sealed Bible, it's giving to you in other words. Right? Okay, they curse, they're evil chastisement. And without the angel key, you can't translate to what they really saying there. It's just as mathematics. They ain't gonna make it. They're gonna be destroyed, and nothing can be done about it. And the wrath of this world, and the wrath on this world, the wrath is what? Because they're being crushed because they can't withstand the pressure. You can say, yes, the wrath is upon those people. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes, a little more into that. And that's why without the unsealed Bible, your mind's gonna be totally out there because it doesn't kind of like add up. Because they gotta speak you in a certain kind of way and make it dramatic enough so you understand it, so you get a feel for it. But the language is designed to get a reaction. But when you understand it mathematically, you should understand whole differently. It simply is those people just couldn't make it. They got caught up in destruction of this world life because they couldn't make it to the next level. God didn't particularly curse them because we had the same procedure when we get into the hereafter. Some people ain't going, but they're going to curse too. God has a whole different idea about them. Say they're going to die praising Allah because they can't make it to the next level. It's the same thing, but in two different environments. So they have to tell you that way. And we understand the mathematics. Oh, okay, I understand. I'm going to leave that alone, brothers, because I know you don't understand what I'm talking about. You will one day. And that's why Elijah Muhammad used to get so mad at the problem. He called the Poison Book. Because he had enough understanding mathematics. Muhammad told him that what that says there and what really happened is it's the same thing. It's just the wording throws you. Because I can ask a simple question, right? I mean, okay, according to him, God made you, right? According to him, God made the womb and everything, right? So he made you. So he's the manufacturer. But the product is defective. So he's going to blame for that. The manufacturer or the product. So if you're going to blame the manufacturer, then you should have mercy on the product. You should fix the product or something. But why are you going to curse the product and burn the product up, beat the product up, and everything else when it's functioning exactly like it was made? If it's defective, that's the way it was made. It's functioning exactly like it was made. So that don't make any sense to it. I mean, what kind of God would do that? Is that he insane? He crazy? Is a maniac? He just say this? He makes something that is corrupt. Then he beats the hell out of it and burns it up forever without no end. Some say, makes no damn sense. I wouldn't want to be dealing with a God like that. I was dealing with a God like that. Boy, ooh. Right? And I try to bury me, to tell him when you bury me with a gun. So when I get to heaven, I'm doing it again. I don't be on no part of that. Get the hell out of heaven, whatever. Bury me with a gun. So wherever I go, I can do it again. Quick. I don't want to do it because that guy's insane. But that's not what it means. It just seems, because if you ask questions, that's the quote. That's why I ask questions. That's the logic of it. You see? That's why you need the unsealed Bible to unravel that. So you can see what's actually being said, because it sounds all kinds of ways. Like, I should be nervous from face of a serpent. Wow. Well, I want to be nervous like that for. Exactly what you want. Gates of heaven will not prevail. And it gives you a whole different idea of what's really happening. And you analyze it, and when you got the angel key, they say, oh, that's something else totally different. Those are some of the landmines in the sealed Bible. I don't know if it gets you to appreciate that kind of stuff, right? So when they say these people that got disease, right? Yeah, well, they're going to make it, and they're going to be destroyed when this world goes destroyed because anybody, I mean, they can't get past it. They can't get to the second floor. See? So the wrath of God, the wrath of mathematics, the mathematics going to destroy them because they don't have the mathematical power to move to the next level. Let me move on, brothers and sisters. I didn't mean to spend that much time with that, but this is a serious problem right here for those who had a problem. Not a serious problem to me. And I got family members who got that problem. If they don't come out of it, you see, what happened to Noah? Noah's son had that problem, didn't he? Well, God told Noah, you better forget about him. Forget about him. He's an embodiment of evil. That was Noah's son. Forget about him. You have more sons. Job, same thing. All his children. When the four winds blew, killed them all. Lot's wife. Right? He loved his wife. She looked back. Got her ass tore up. And we're told not to feel sorry for these people. Just keep on moving. Just forget them. That sounds cold. You know why it sounds cold? Because they taught you to think. They teach you to think that way. So therefore, you're going to hate God when he shows up. Why do you think they said they're going to make war with God? Because you're going to hate him when he shows up. Because you're talking mathematically, and you've been told to think emotionally. A damn thing. Just like Noah's flood. 8 people out of billions of people, babies, little children. Was that merciful? Merciless? That's some sadist, some monster. Why are you burning them? What does babies do? And you create them. You just got finished creating this baby in the womb, and now you drown it. You see, we start asking questions, shit don't make no damn sense to it. See? Because it won't make sense to you move to mathematical. And they say, well, I don't want to move to math. That means, okay, they got you. Right? Because now you're emotional. Oh, no. See, when you make that decision, was that okay, if you say, I can't go to mathematics, that's what mathematics mean, think about that. I'm not going to go to mathematical level because that's what mathematics mean. I got to believe in stuff like that. Think about that one for a minute. Who won an argument? Your heart did. You see? They got you. They got you. You guys are hating God. See? Because a lot of this has to do with that. Because remember, this world hates dictators, don't it? We hate dictators. I think I told you about the story about I was working with this guy. And he would do this Jesus thing on me. I told him Jesus was a dictator, boy. He went off. Oh, I'm muffling here. Okay, I guess they want me to talk about this. Let me see if I have to stop, brothers, just because I can't. I don't want to mess this up. I still got 2 providers here. I'm trying to transition to a new one. But if it's going to buffer, I need to go back to the old one. Because the new one has some things I like that the old one don't have. But I wasn't buffering this stuff with the old one. Okay, let me. Okay, let me go a little longer. What was I going to say here? Oh. If you American, right? You hate dictators, right? You democracy, you hate America hate dictators. They killed dictators, assassinated and everything else, right? What's a dictator? Dictator, somebody tell you where it is, and that's it. They tell you what time it is, tell you where it is, and that's it. You listen, do what they tell you to do, or that's it. They're where the highway. Is that what Jesus said in the Bible? You believe in me, you do it my way. There's the only way. There's no other way. If you don't do it way, you're going to hell forever, never, never. That's exactly the program of a dictator. You know what I'm saying? See? That's exactly. So when he shows up, right, with the attitude, oh man, he's a dictator. He ain't no Jesus. Well, yeah, but who is Jesus in the Bible? That's what I said in chapters. You don't understand the depths of Satan. See, and this mind disease is some kind of aspect of that. I haven't got to that deeply because it's like it's in the water or something. But it's alarming. And so many of our young men, and some females too, got it. It's not bacteria. It's not virus. It's fatal. Because when they can't find anybody that go along by that story anymore and the government don't do it, what, they're on the corner? Can you feed me? I haven't eaten 3 days. Young guys. And so every now and then you see a female too. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. I'm going to do this 2 parts, brothers and sisters, because it's going to take a while. I realize it's going to take a while. Yeah. I'll probably end up doing this 2 parts. Because quite a few things I want to cover today. The undisciplined beast. Now, have we met that beast yet? No, but you're going to meet him in a minute. See? First of all, I forgot to do that. Quran tells about Allah will raise a beast from the earth that will speak to you. The same beast, that's Adam. But the undisciplined beast, what was that? What's the undisciplined beast? See, because they lost most of their discipline in 1,000 years when they was in the pit. With Catholicism. Catholicism is a no accountability religion, right? And no discipline, just believe in Jesus. Just confess. That's all you got to do. And so they lost the discipline, at least most of it, for 1,000 years until they gave up the Catholic Church. The British did it. Magog did it first. They became Protestants and started going back and look. Because at that time, they wouldn't. If you was a Catholic, the only people who read the Bible was the monks, the Pope, and so forth, the priests. Normal people didn't read the Bible if they could read it all. Kings and queens didn't read either. They accepted what the monks and the priests and everything told them. But then they came to Gutenberg Press, and then English, they broke with the church. I think it was Queen Elizabeth, something like that. They broke with the church. And they started going to the Bible. They started passing the Bible around to people, teaching people how to read it and so forth and so on. And they started trying to obey the Bible as much as they could, as much as they could understand of it. And the rest is history, right? That's Magog. They started getting disciplined, got powerful, and that became the first empire. See? Now them came Gog, the second empire. That's the ram, the two horns on the ram. Right? And so all during the 500 years they had discipline. It's failing now. But they had discipline while we was in the Holocaust. They had discipline because they had to have power. And discipline times energy equals power. So they had to have discipline, they had power. But now they're losing that. It's fading. Right? Because the discipline is fading. Let's see what we can make of this. So I showed this, right? This one sin, that's the devils, and I showed the powder. So they can have power all the nations, have control of all the nations. Nations are gradually getting away, right? They build a military so they can still take from the nations, prevent the nation from taking it back, right? So there's a consequence from taking stuff that don't belong to them. So they use the military to try to divert that consequence. Which consequence take another form, right? It's delayed, it's building up, right? Like a dam. And it's taking up in the form of the people they're taking it from. They get more angry at America. They build up more alliances and everything, right? To counter America, to counter that military, right? And eventually, at some point in time, right, that would happen because the universe is contracting. Everybody's getting more and more energy. And they have naturally more discipline than devils do. And anyway, the bottom line, that would eventually they would overcome it. And then, see, we're talking about the short version where Master Muhammad perhaps make happen sooner, because he wants to preempt before the time come when no soul would be left alive, right? So things he cut off. So the military's gone. So now the country's taking back everything. See? But you see right there, devils have no discipline at that time. Now during this time, right? This is during the time when Master Muhammad breaks the pride of their power. Man's heart's filled with fear. Those things come upon the earth, right? And so they lost their military. Right? They lost their discipline because everything was taken from them. Everything they had was borrowed or whatever. So when they take everything back, right, they lose their discipline too. Discipline is energy. And they got, because they $23 trillion in debt, that means whatever energy they have, they owe it to somebody. If you transfer that energy that money to energy, that means they bankrupt. All the energy is gone. If you understand that. So what does that mean? That means during this time, between the time that Master Muhammad makes his move and time that they've actually destroyed, right? And for some, into hereafter, which is hell, no discipline. See, and these people that's been loving on devils and all that kind of stuff, and see that this again gets back to the ones that disbelievers. See, because they're not going to move to the next level. Stuck on this level with an undisciplined beast, and you ain't never seen what he's like with his undisciplined. Well, he and she is like undisciplined. We see him how the devils are really disciplined, but they're undisciplined. Means they become wild beasts. I mean, literally, no discipline at all. No morals, no feelings, nothing, just destruction. Driven by sheer instinct. They're hungry. Anything that they can eat, they eat you, your leg, cut you, everything. Worse than those zombie movies. Undisciplined beast, that's what it's going to return to. That's where it's in. That's why it says, I think, what was it, David? So he wondered why God was so helping him. It was either him or Abraham, I forget, until he saw what the end was like. He said, oh, damn, that's what the end was like? No discipline at all. You know, I mean, It takes discipline to maintain yourself, to use the potty and all these things, right? You have no discipline at all. It's like a monkey, a dog is better potty trained than a monkey. Monkey has no potty training at all. They can't hold their waist. Wherever, drop it. When they get mad at each other, they grab and start each other's face. They're gonna be worse than that. No discipline, none, zero. No discipline. They're trying to move our people into that people. They really can't move our people into that category because it's like taking a lion out of a lion. I mean, you can tame him, but he's still a lion. So you can take out people so far. You can't make them move to this level of a beast. Maybe demons you can't do without people, but you can bring them, right? Because discipline's part of it, right? It's built into nature. Some of it. They have to build, a man's naturally built, has natural more muscles than a female. See? So it's almost impossible to remove all discipline from our people. Because some of it's built in. You see? But them, we had to teach them discipline. Just like I think the Quran said, we had to teach them expression. We had to teach them expression, teach them how to laugh, how to talk. All that stuff was stripped away. That's why they was acting like beasts when they was up in Europe for 2,000 years. See? I don't think they had discipline back there. I said, the only thing they could produce was apes. Undisciplined beasts. And that's what you're going to be dealing with during tribulation. The undisciplined beasts. See? They're not be running in groups. They would run individually. They would scare each other. Right? Because undisciplined, he hungry. You stand next to him, reach over and bite you. Bite a piece out of you. So they'd be all afraid of each other. The undisciplined beasts. Leave alone, brothers and sisters. You can think of what you will. But you ain't never seen anything like this. And those you go to tribulation, you'll see it. I don't want to see it. Because, that's why I call him beast. He be beast on steroids. No discipline whatsoever. Said they would lose their language and everything. I mean, they're going to lose their language really quick because ain't nobody to talk to them. Who's going to talk to them? They be howling and whatever like animals. They return to the beast who they really are. We civilized them. Remember, that's what it says. They had turned into beasts up in Europe, and Moses had to go in and bring them out and civilize them. He couldn't get them. He only got a few of them, which they the ones that call themselves Israel, Jews. That's what's causing the lessons. But they had turned into total savages. You're talking about us. See? And even during Prophet Promise time, remember, a lot of them was what they call it, heathen or whatever. You see some of these movies, right? See? And it wasn't until Prophet Jesus came along, Isa Ibn Miriam, that all his so-called followers, that they weren't really his followers, but they consider themselves priests and all that kind of stuff. They went into Ireland, they went into Scotland, all these different places where all these savages lived. And some of them got killed, but that was civilized a little bit. Anyway, these at that time they had a little bit of discipline, right? So my wrath. Okay, now it says, the day of his wrath has come. And we're talking about wrath. But who's the target of the wrath? Who's the target of the wrath? So we're going to do that very quickly and shortly. So here's the angel right here, right? The Gog and Magog there, right? Let's see. Now, this is when they get thrown to the Middle East. That's when they're attacking all blacks. Be careful we talk about blacks because demons are black too. We don't get in the skin tone here. So be very careful. We got to qualify it. It's like all blacks, the saints as well as the demons. Elijah was told to speak to both of them, the chaff as well as the wheat. He said he wasn't wise enough to make separations. The one that came after him would have to do that. See that here? So when that happens, we notice something here that they're covering. That's even about pregnant. See, because ask Farrakhan what that means. I guarantee he's going to tell you what he thinks. Yeah, but if that's the case, Farrakhan, if that's really pregnant women, and I'm getting it started, shouldn't you be telling sisters don't get pregnant? Shouldn't you be telling that? Hey, I'm getting started. Y'all should hold off getting pregnant because if you get pregnant, man, you're going to be in trouble. Shouldn't you be telling that? You see what I'm saying? That's why when you get that sealed Bible, see, it was meant to be read like that. And so your mind will come to certain conclusions based on what that says there. And so that drove, the sealed Bible is what drove the last 40 years. Scripture, that sealed Bible, the revealed word of God. The sealed Bible. Because Adam was told to give guidance. He wasn't given an unsealed Bible for guidance. He was given a sealed Bible for guidance. And the sealed Bible, we're supposed to be slaves for them. You see what I'm saying? And sealed Bible, all those things, right? False Israel is okay. And sealed Bible. See? So they followed the guidance that was given because that was the guidance of the winter. And we was told to submit. Oh, master, just submit to master. Oh, bad is you submit to, oh man, why did I do that? I mean, you had to feel sorry for Iblis. I feel for him, right? He said, man, I'm not going to submit to somebody and make me shed blood. I mean, think about that one. That's another thing. Now here, out of the blue, he's sitting right here, and you saying your 5 prayers, you doing your Ramadan, all this stuff, right? And God shows up, hey, you bowing down, I love you, God, kissing his feet and everything else, right? See? And he's telling you about Satan. Yeah, Satan's evil character and all this stuff, right? Okay, yeah, God, I'm with you, man. I ain't down with that clown. I'm with you. And then he tells you, yeah, but I want you to submit to Satan. Wait a minute. You see what I'm saying? Wait a minute. Let's do a DNA test. Are you really God? Are you Satan in disguise? You tell me I gotta submit to this guy who just told me he's no good? He's making me shed blood? I mean, why would you identify with bliss? You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? Why would you identify with him? You should be on his side. You should be on his side. If that God is the real God, the creator of heaven and earth, he's telling you submit to evil. Because if you submit, that means you got to do that. And what's he going to tell you? Do good? He going to tell you do bad. But you got to go along with it. That's what that submission means. You say, well, how are you going to do it? Yeah, but then you got a double problem because after you submission to my will. Yeah, that's what my will is. Submit. God damn. That would drive you crazy. That doesn't make any sense. You think maybe this is Satan in disguise. You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? Without the angel key, without this knowledge of angel, because that don't make no sense. You should be on Iblis' side. But God cursed Iblis. I'm going to curse your ass. I'm going to beat your ass up. I'm going to curse you and I'm going to punish you for not submitting. Why would you do that, God? I can't wrap my head around that. And then you're going to abandon me to this thing. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to turn me against you. Why would you make me do something like that? You see what I'm saying? That's why they're all messed up out there. That's why Angel Key had to come straight on side. Without Angel Key, you go mad. You see? Because Farrakhan can't explain that story. Suits can't explain that story either. Well, as soon as you say, well, Iblis wasn't an angel, well, then why would he be punished for something that angels instructed to do? He wasn't an angel himself. See, they get all kind of, they go crazy trying to get around the obvious. You understand, brothers and sisters? So you got, once you think mathematically and get the emotions out of it, I say nothing wrong with emotion. When we think like, you got to get that has to be out of the picture. See, the emotions come in, right? When you're going to decorate and add and some flavor to it, but you don't want to change the fact. The emotions come in when you say, well, I mean, you say 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay, that's math. But the emotions come in and say, well, I think 2 plus 3 is, 3 plus 7 is 10. And then you put a little emotion in it, a little flavor. I think 3 plus 2 plus 5 is 10. See, yeah, that's what emotion and all that. But now that come and say, well, no, man, I think 7 plus 9 is 10. No, it ain't gonna work. So you got to get that motion out of the picture. Measure has to be in perspective. In this case, motion doesn't change the fact. It just pretty it up, put some perfume on it or cologne. It doesn't change the fact. See? And the fact is, we was going through winter. And the only way you survive winter is you got to submit to the winter people. Because they know how the winter goes. And I mean, that's a short version, right? You understand what I'm saying? See? So Iblis can understand that. See, that's what I'm saying. You watch these stories without the angel key, you'd be on Iblis' side. He was wrong. And even when, once you know, he said, man, still, that's a hard one to swallow. But once you get the math of it, you say, oh, okay, but look, no one's got that math that I just gave y'all on that. No one's gave you the math on it. Without the math of it, you still, without the math, if I hadn't explained the math to you, called your side, ask you about it, you'd be all confused. If you told the truth about it, you'd be on Iblis' side. You'd think maybe that's Yakub talking. That can't be the real God. You come with something, because it just don't make any sense. See? When you think mathematically, it doesn't make sense. Get the emotion out of it, because you got to get the emotion out of brothers and sisters, because they'll tell you. That's why I tell you, you got to take a child by the heels and bash it. Man, that sounds cruel, sounds evil. See? And why is that in there like that? To test your emotions. You see how you be emotionally impaired. Because that's what happened to the story in the lessons about the Ishmael wives and daughters. They felt sorry for the devils and hid them when they was marching up to Europe. So now you got White Arabia. See? I'm gonna leave that alone, brothers. I mean, you have to do as you will. But what it says here? Let's see what it says here. We're talking about wrath here, right? Here it is. But when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, then recognize her desolation, and it's about to be destroyed. See? Who? The ones that control Jerusalem. Then those who are in Judea must flee to the mountain. Those who are in the city must leave, and those who are in the country must not enter the city, because these are days of punishment. Somebody's being punished. Right? Why they be punished? What they do to be punished? So all things that have been written will be fulfilled. Right? Woe to those women who are pregnant. Oh man, if you're pregnant, you're in trouble. Why? What's wrong? Why are you going to attack the woman that's pregnant? See, this is sealed Bible again, right? See, and those who are nursing babies in those days. I mean, okay, right. So if you're in the womb, you're in trouble. If you're outside the womb, you're still a baby, you're in trouble. For there will be great distress in the land and wrath upon this people. What people? See? And they will fall by a sword and will be trampled on the nation. And Jerusalem will be trampled underfoot by... That's a good one right there. I'm going to go to another one in a minute. Let's come back to that. Okay. I'm going to speak to the pregnant part in a minute, but just look at this. Jerusalem be trampled. Now, now, we know who the Gentiles are. I mean, you should know who the Gentiles are, but even as Christians, they say Gentiles are people that's not of Israel. It's not Israel. That's Gentiles. Right? They're not the chosen people. Everybody else is Gentiles, right? Okay. Saying, right? And he repeated, Gentiles, go look it up. Gentiles are, I Googled it, but, well, you look it up. I'm sure that's what it means. So it says, Gentiles. It says, Jerusalem be trampled underfoot by Gentiles. And people that are not Jews. That's what the Gentiles are. But listen what it says here. Jews be trampled underfoot by the Gentiles. Who's trampled underfoot? Jews. That means they're not Jews. It tells you right there. It tells you they right there. It tells you, see there? It's telling you right there that they ain't Jews. They're Gentiles. They're devils. It's right there. Be trampled, Jews be trampled underfoot by Gentiles. We know from, the 76-year prophecy and everything. See? It's Gentiles that's running it, not Jews. I don't care how you cut it, you still cut the same thing. The ones who are calling Jerusalem now are Gentiles. Not Jews. Fake Israel. Let's go back up here again. So I got another one that's going to emphasize some more, right? But those, the women that are pregnant, they stress and wrath upon those people. Who are the ones that are pregnant? Right? And nursing babies, that's a little more complicated. That gets into false Israel, but look here. It's talking about these. Gog and Magog, they're the ones that's pregnant. They got something under them. Only two. And when this goes down, he's the one that's nursing, but now I'll not get that right now. But you know what I'm saying, brother and sister? But I guess at Farrakhan, it'd be unbelievable. That's why he don't do question and answer, because I wonder what the question and answer would be on that one. Because I'm sure he would tell you that's talking about pregnant women. And he won't be able to explain the one about Jerusalem and Trump about Gentiles. That's obvious right there. Once you understand what Gentiles are, that means that you understand. You don't need to enter scripture in gender for this, because right there tells you who's trampling down Jerusalem. The Arabs. Until the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled, the time of Gog and Magog is fulfilled. I think I did the wrong one, brothers. That's why I did the show. For in those days, at that time, I will bring the capital of Judah and Jerusalem. Now, what this means right here, this is Levites and the Shabazz, but I'm gonna leave it there for now. And I will also gather all the nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will enter in judgment with them there on account of my people. All the nations, because they the ones been mess with us. I told you, all the nations involved. My people, my heritage, right? Whom they have scattered among them. Who? All the nations. They also divided my land. Right? Ishmael has our land. Arabs. They have cast lots my people. Right? And again, a boy for paying for a heart and so good for wine they may drink. I mean, it was just property. Okay, bro, let me hold on a second, because I wanted to show you something. I don't know if it's here, so just bear with me for a minute. I missed something here. I think I got something backwards. That's something backwards. Bear with me for a second. I thought I had the right one, so I must have worked this too fast. Because this is a very important point. I think I wrong one. Oh, it's not there. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm missing that. Did I miss it? Let me see it again. I got to do this twice. No, it's right. Oh. I didn't. Okay, it was right there all the time. Looking, not seeing. Hold on. My fault. Very important point. You see all the time. It says, woe to those women who are pregnant. See? So in this case, right, isn't pointing out, right? The woman, right? So, I mean, it means both, right? But why underscore woman here? Because when you go back here, which one's the woman here, right? That's the woman is Eve. Both of them. Not both. Both prick. Just no. But specifically the point, just for some reason. That's what I pointed out. See, woe to those, some just say woe to those are pregnant, but say woe to those women who are pregnant. Okay? Okay, move on. Okay, let's deal with 666 for a minute, brothers and sisters. What happened here? Uh-oh. What happened here? Oh, okay. I thought I lost. I guess okay. Anyway, 666. Now, they try to tell you what I know Elijah said about 666, but he didn't break the seals. Remember, he's taught from conjecture. I'm not taking away from him. He was told to use whatever he could to get a message across. I'm not taking away from him, but he was wrong. So we're going to, and I think I'm going to see where we're at here. Yeah, I got a little time here. Okay. And I saw the see wild beast stepping up, having horns 10, heads 7. Okay. This is chapter 13. I'm not going to read the whole thing. So I'm going to read this part, right? It was getting to make war with the holy and conquer them, and give authority upon every tribe, nation, tongue, and nation. Worship all dwelling persons, those whom has not been written name of the little book, our life of the Lamb, having been slaughtered from his found, thrown down from the world. If anyone is having ear, let him hear. If anyone will lead to captivity, and the captivity is going on, that's some of the devils, right? They took us to captivity, so they don't. That's consequence. That's their end. They're going to end up going to those that's left going to end up going to captivity. They'll be slaves of the nations that. Right? Primarily us, because they actually physically slaved us right here wholesale. See, who's killed by sword, live by sword, kill, whatever. Let's move on. Okay, now there's 3 beasts here. Now, one beast has the blow of death. One beast, right, has the blow of the sword. The third beast is the image of the beast, right, that's the blow of the sword. So there's 3 beasts there. So let me see if we can find these beasts here. Well, no, I don't go here. Go back. Okay, where is it? Okay, I missed that one too then. Okay, we can do this one. Okay. It says the beast says, see, you understand the intro key. The intro key says one was okay. It's back. Remember, this one's called death. I got seer, but it's called death. And this one, right? Actually, the swords. Let me back up, bro, because this is gonna be too complicated. This had to blow the sword. So the bottom line is, I'm just cut the chase here, brothers and sisters. It's true. So this one, remember that this period of time, the period of time I'm talking about right here, is after World War II, or during World War II, around that period of time, right? And so the one wounded by death represents the Oriental nation, right? Okay, that's America, but his wound was healed. It was just wounded. See? It says the worst was by a blow of death. Some say, right? But was cured of it, so it became a mild power again. But this one wasn't. The blow of the sword, right? That's India. See, so that one. Remember, during this period of time, that was India. When they lost India, that was Europe. I mean, not Europe. Britain. When they lost India, right? They lost India. Their empire collapsed right after that. And America became, that's that ram. Remember ram with two horns? The greater one can't last. So when the British Empire collapsed, America rose and became even bigger, stronger than the British Empire. So one was wounded by death and was healed, cured. That's when by the Japanese, right? That brought them to World War II. And the British, they lost India. So they didn't survive that. Their empire collapsed. And then you got the image of the beast. Remember, he said it was the image. Hold on. It says, and do I make an image of the wild beast? There's be an image of the wild beast. In other words, an image of UK, of Britain. The third would be an image of Britain. So how was that? Because false Israel adopted the British form of government. They had a British form of government. They use American, they use British. Those are three beasts there. Right? What was the power of the beast? Right? It says, then down the next page here. Make it small and great, small, poor, free. It's not great. Okay. It is making all small, great, and rich and poor and free and slaves in order that they should give to the engraving upon the hand of them right and left, in order that not any man be able to buy or sell if not having engraving, name the wild beast or the name of his name. So in other words, sanctions. That would be their weapon. And you don't see any place, there's no other country on the earth that's applying sanctions against people. America. America does it. That's the beast that's doing it. Right? And he would kill anybody, right? Let me see what that said here. Okay. So you talking about right here, I'm not going into the detail here, I'm just giving you the overview, right? So that's what it is. So you got a three beasts here. One is the image of the beast, but, right? It was given her to give spiritual image beasts in order that they should speak, and the image of the beast it might make in order that many, if ever not, might worship the image of the beast, they should be killed. In other words, this is America. If you don't worship the image of the beast, they will kill you. If you don't accept false Israel's right to exist or whatever, they will kill you. And it was given to her to give spirit to the image of the wild beast. That's false Israel. That's the image. In order that they should also, that she should speak, right? Give her power to speak, political power and everything else. Speak the image of the beast, and it might make it in order that as many, if ever not, give worship to the image of the wild beast, they should be killed. So if you didn't bow down to the wild beast, you didn't go along with that, America would kill you. That's what it's saying. General kill you, disable you, whatever. That's what's happening. But let's go a little further. And the authority of wild beasts get on the side of it, or it's on earth worship. Beast first was cured by ever, doing sign in order that fire would come and make her one of the beast monsters. To give her spirit. Okay. In other words, it will get the spirit is helping everything from America. It would be the image of the Britain, but we get all this military, political, everything covered from America, right? And America would attack anybody that didn't worship, didn't go along with false Israel. That's 666, brothers and sisters. So let's go down a little further. Let's see here. Because they try to talk 666, so, and I got presentations that go into more detail of this. Those that's familiar with it know about it. Okay, 666, okay. This 666. America, that's 3. This one will put sanction on anybody. This is an image of this one, right? This one lost empire and lost India. This was attacked by Japan, but came it, right? And this is the image. That's the 3. And this will put sanction on anybody that didn't go along with this one. Exactly what's happening. And then it says, let's just see right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, this is called the face of a man. This here is called the face of a man, right? Okay. Here is wisdom, having in mind. Let him calculate the number of the wild beasts. The number of man is, but the number is 666. That means it's the number of man, right? So why they want to tell you something about this man here? It's a man that's involved in this. It's a little complicated, but up here, this is the face of a man. This visual right here. That's what they're referring to. They're not really clear on why. So I'm going to leave it there. But we have a presentation out there. Go look for it. It explains this in detail. What's going on here? Let me get ready to close out, brothers and sisters, because I didn't mean to spend as much time. See if anybody's trying to contact me or something. No. No. No, I'm good. Okay. That's what's really meaning, brothers and sisters. Because, I mean, they said the power of these beasts, this beast would be sanctions. It would stop people buying and selling. You would say, oh, they got a marked hand. Well, you don't understand it. But the bottom line is there'd be a beast that would stop people from buying and selling. The only one you ever heard of doing that is America. Station everybody. They wanted a beast. It had nothing to do with Yakub and the 6,000, all that. No. That's what it is. There's 666. Okay, let's move on, brothers and sisters. Gog and Magog, what you talked about yesterday. I'm going to bypass that and move on. I want to get to maybe I'll go. I said enough about it already, I think. I think that's it, brothers and sisters. What's we got here? Okay, maybe I'll do a little something, then close out. Where we at? Yeah, I guess I'll do a little. Now, as I've been saying, brothers and sisters, if you know some of the time you watch those movies, they do rewind, everything's going backwards. That's pretty much what you see in the world today. Because it says those on the bottom will be on the top and those on the top be on the bottom. So we're on the bottom, and we're the slaves. So now they're going to be our slaves, and we're going to be the master. Ain't that what it says? Okay. So you got Gog and Magog, and the wrath is upon them. That's primary wrath upon Gog and Magog, because this is season of Gog and Magog. It says they'll be let out after 1,000 years, right? And they make mischief in the land, right? All disease, you can't find any record of any countries having this kind of disease and stuff before Europeans came along. I don't know of any record. Remember, so-called common cold. They never had a cold over here before the Europeans showed up. That's why it killed so many of them. They had no defense against it because they loved those dogs, these animals so much, particularly dogs. Syphilis, gonorrhea, all that stuff come from sleeping with dogs. I know you heard a story about what's the guy at Playboy, what's his name? Hugh Hefner. His secretary caught him doing her dog. He got all those so-called bunnies around. This is a fact. And they do a lot more. They do a lot worse than that, brown sisters, than what you know about it. And we're going to take advantage of that fact too. But Gog and Magog, and the one I'm going to hit on here is that when you read the sealed Bible, you have a whole certain kind of mentality. Now I was watching, I was going to show that, maybe people look at it, this Rick Wiles or whatever. Right? Now he was talking, and you could see what his definition of a demon was, his definition, it was all messed up. And he's talking about, he talked about terms of realities, about New World Order. In other words, a New World Order is coming in, and the Old World Order is going to be a fight to attacking it. And there's going to be a civil war because two world orders going to be in conflict. Well, that's what he wanted to call it. I said it's two realities. See? Two realities. Clashing. And you can't stop the new reality from coming in. You can't. The winter cannot stop the spring from coming in, no matter what it does. Okay? So they cannot stop this. You know what Farrakhan talking about, because he's part of the winter. But they cannot stop this. So Gog and Magog had a season. And then they'd be destroyed because they're winter. And now they're trying to apply their winter wisdom on the spring. It just doesn't work. That's why nothing makes sense for them anymore. I mean, 20, 30, 40 years ago, you say, yeah, man, but now it's off the page. From my point of view, it's off the page all the time. It's off the page, and you say, well, that makes no sense. Even the white folks are saying, why in America doing this? Because they applying winter logic in the spring, and it just doesn't work. It stands out. It stands out. In the winter, don't stand out. You in the winter, you got ice snowman. That's just part of winter. Nobody gets excited about that. You got to put a snowman on your porch in the middle of spring. And what's that? I mean, people look, but how did that get there? How come it's not melted? And that's the point I want to make very clearly, brothers and sisters. See, if you get a real cold winter, it makes it into the spring a certain, depending on how cold it was, how far deep it can make it to the spring before it's totally melted. So it could be some trouble. That's where we are right now. It can cause trouble for the spring, even though it's failing, because the winter was so cold that the ice and everything, it took maybe a month or two in the spring before it finally melted. It was wreaking havoc, during that time. See, and that's how it's going to bring this screeching halt before it's time. I keep all these in place, and I still hold. I'm surprised we got in September. That prophecy. If that prophecy fails, I got it wrong. If I got it wrong, nobody's got it right. So I guess nobody's ever going to find. But that prophecy, 76 years. So every day, and I believe that prophecy is 100% correct. It means every day is closer to it. You see? And now those you're paying attention, you can be somewhat familiar with what's going on, but most of the people have no idea. They're totally oblivious to all of this. See? But the point is, it's stored up here. They just don't know it. Somebody got to flip the switch and I can turn the light on. Right? That's going to be turned on in a minute. But again, let me see if I can explain this. Like I said, I talk about a premise, a logic. You said a premise, and then you build your logic based on it. The premise of this world is the sealed Bible. The premise of this world is the sealed Bible. So your logic flows from that. So you understand the sealed Bible, you understand why they're saying and doing what they're doing. The sealed Bible tells them to enslave us. Tell them to do it. Right? Sealed Bible tells them to set up false Israel. It's in there. Right? So they were following that scripture when they was doing that. But that was God's will. That's why you gotta understand, brothers and sisters. That's how you got your mind be so messed up. That's why you have a new way of thinking. Because that's the scripture was given them. And they doing God's will. Because that's what he told them to do. They be your slaves. Serve false Israel. Right? They'd be submission to you. Iblis said, man, are you out of your goddamn mind? What you quit squat? And he went, Iblis probably went, damn, no, crazy. This don't make no goddamn sense to me. Who are you? Are you really God? It make no sense. Because remember, Adam was following God's guidance. And that's what guidance told him to do. See? He would just have one thing he told him. He said two things he told him. He said, don't mess with, right? Well, he ain't gonna enslave us, but he wasn't supposed to mistreat us. Don't touch that tree. In other words, don't consume it. Get ginger. Don't attack us. So the day you attack us, that's the day you're going to die. And the other thing he told him was, obey the law. Obey the law. He told him what the law was, right? The Ten Commandments, all that stuff, because that will be your source of your power. Because the law is discipline. Discipline times energy. You got plenty of energy. You just need discipline to have power, so the rule. Two things he was told. And now it says, if you don't obey those things, God's going to come after you. He's going to destroy you. That's what's happening now. But you still got a headache. Say, well, yeah, but why you tell us to submit, And those you study injured, if you've been paying attention to what I'm saying, you understand why. Because that's what took them to turn to the gods. How the hell how do you turn diamond up? How do you turn a coal to diamond? That's kissing it? Rubbing it? No. You got to put it under stream. What if that coal was conscious? Under extreme duress for millions of years. A virtual hell. Under extreme duress. Then he turns to a diamond. You can handle all that pressure now. See? Now if you look at that as conscious, ooh. Oh, well, you can either do that or you can be throwing the coal and the fire get burned up and that's into you. See, if things don't work like you think they work, that's what the Bible says there's a word seems right to a man but leads to destruction. And I'm trying to get you to understand why you need to start thinking mathematically. Then you understand how the creation works because it works on mathematical principles, not emotional principles. The emotional principles, it doesn't operate on emotional principles, but it's beautified by emotional principles. You understand the difference? See, it takes mind to build this. Can't build on emotions, but it takes emotion to design it. To design it, make it pretty beautiful. It takes mind to create it. But now what you want thing to look like? Want to look like a pumpkin? A trash can? No. Then the beauty comes and say, okay, let's beautify this thing. You understand the difference, brothers and sisters? They got you thinking on the beauty side. Okay? And beauty is nothing but mind first. You have to have something to beautify. You can't beautify nothing. So you have to, so they got you to an emotional level, which that's why you're not producing any damn thing. Oh, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Love Jesus. Right? Jesus can wipe my ass for me, Jesus. Right? Because I can't do it now. Please, I'm praying. I can't wait. Can you send an ant? You know, you think, or you think that's not blasphemy. I'm just calling out that's all bullshit. Because it got you thinking on an emotional level, and you think that's the right level. Why? Why do you think it's the right level? Because your things on an emotional level. So you think on the right level on an emotional level. It's just emotion that make you think that feels good. You feel like God's love everybody. He gonna take care of everybody. He didn't do it in Noah's flood. And he said if you don't obey him, he's gonna put your ass in hell, not for a year, not for 10 years, for the rest of your eternity. I mean, you're never gonna stop now. What the hell is that? How can you be more cruel than that? The God is not gonna do anything like that. That's the sealed Bible stuff. And so your mind has been formed by the sealed Bible. And that's why you're all messed up. And that's why Sue has to come and break that seal. He ain't got. You think that breaking the seal of the angel was hard? There ain't nothing compared to breaking the seal on your mind. That's what the angel's about, breaking that seal on your mind. Because information is there. I just told you, information is all there. You know about Abraham. You know about the covenant. You know about the promised land. You know about all of that. You just don't know it's you. It's sealed up. That's the seal he got to break. See, but he had to break that seal to unlock his seal. So he can unlock your seal. But that's what's sealed. See. And there was a constant watch to make sure it stays sealed. That's why Master Muhammad's going to break that source. He ain't got time to be watching you. So he's got to just get rid of you. And that's when you see when he come after you and you love him so much, how's he going to come after you? How's he going to come after you? The undisciplined beast, something you ain't never seen before. That's going to wake your ass up. Either you're going to wake up or you're going to end up being devil shit. That's it. It's just simple as that. Because he come at you, you're going to see something you ain't never seen before. The undisciplined beast, the devil. That's what you're going to see. Undisciplined beast. They bring it all together for you, brothers and sisters. That's where we are. They got your mind sealed. Right? They gave you their mind. Their mind, they said you had the wrong mind. The devil gave you the mind. What mind he gave you? The sealed Bible. Same mind he got. That's the mind he got. He got the sealed Bible. And you got the same book. And that book is totally against you. That's why you beat yourself up. Am I breaking it clear enough for you, brothers and sisters? And only soon I could come, before he could break that seal, he had to break this seal of his Bible. He had to break the seal on his mind and to break the seal of the Bible, because the Bible is your mind. The sealed Bible is your mind. It's the mind you got. See? But you got the unsealed Bible. See? But it's, like I said, it's sealed. It's there. It's sealed. Once unsealed, boom. That's what happens overnight. That's why I ain't got to spend months, years and years teaching you. I just got to break the seal of it. Right? Break the seal to the angel. Now, right? Seal on your mind. Because the sealed Bible, your mind is a sealed Bible. We got to get you the unsealed Bible mind. See? Which is for you and against the devil. So now this is backwards, guys, going backwards. So what's on the bottom will be on the top. What's on the top be on the bottom. You see? Because now thing will be reversed. Because a sealed Bible has you on the bottom. A sealed Bible has you on the top. Has them on the bottom. See, because a sealed Bible has you on the bottom and them on the top. You see why they say these things? What's on the bottom is going to be on the top, and the top is going to be on the bottom. Because sealed Bible has you on the bottom, them on the top. A sealed Bible has you on the top, them on the bottom. See? And sealed Bible has the key, because he had to unlock the seals to get the key to unlock your mind. Get your mind back. Because your mind's a sealed Bible right now. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, I'm definitely going to leave it there, brothers and sisters. Okay. Hope you understand. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. Let me see where I'm at here. Yeah, the goat. Yeah, a few more days. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Okay, brothers and sisters, Sulaiman Rahim, Master of the Covenant, the Breaker of 7 Seals. Right? Future news out.